Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Grind and the very first indoor sprint obstacle course race, hosted at the Velodrome here in Cape Town, South Africa. This high-intensity race saw competitors from various fitness backgrounds compete in a 1 kilometre sprint race with 17 obstacles in order to reach the finals, competing for prize money totalling 40,000 Rand. But first, let's hear from The Grind founder, Matt Bartlett.
My name is Matthew Bartlett and I am the owner of The Grind, and we're into our second event now. Our first event was an outdoor event. Second event is now the first ever indoor sprint race we've introduced to South Africa. 1 kilometre, 17 obstacles, and it's been a huge success this evening.
So there you have it, 1 kilometre, 17 obstacles, the first ever indoor sprint race in South Africa. Now you may think that 1 kilometre is short, but wait until you see what the competitors have to go through in order to reach the finals.
Okay, so The Grind is a new concept in South Africa for obstacle course racing. What we've done here is we've decided to specialize in shorter distance races. So even our outdoor events run at between, the longer outdoor events run at between 8 and 12 kilometers, and the shorter events are between 5 and 7 kilometers. Now we've introduced the indoor sprint racing. It's 1 kilometer, 17 obstacles in this case, but actually the rule that is specified is between 10 and 15 obstacles and under 2Ks. So we're specializing in the higher paced events, and something that shorter events also appeal to people that haven't done a race before, that's the first time that they're interested in doing something. We're trying to appeal to as many people as possible. The indoor sprint races are actually more geared towards the more intense athlete, somebody that's more into their fitness. But we found out obviously on our first indoor event that there's quite a few people that are just willing to take a challenge and run with it. So where we're going next year, this year we've got 4 events. Next year we're running with up to 10 events across South Africa. So about 5 or 6 in the Western Cape. It'll always be our base, and we'll look after the Cape Town crowd. And then we'll move on to the rest of the country towards the end of the year next year, from Durban and Johannesburg.
Okay, awesome. So that means you don't have to be super athletic to compete at any of these races. All you need is the motivation, which is what The Grind's philosophy revolves around. Get up, get ready, and give it a go. To register for The Grind events, tickets can be bought online or on the day. This includes getting your race pack and your timing band. The Grind also has a warm-up zone for athletes, which is super important in order to prevent injuries. Here we have The Grind's race starter, Garth High, explaining the rules to some of the athletes.
Get ready, guys. Welcome to The Grind race. 3, 2, 1.
And the race has begun with batches of 15 competitors, starting with obstacle number 1, the farmer's carry. 26 kg kettlebells on each arm for the men and 16 kilos for the ladies. Here we have Anele Buns, wearing number 24. He specialises in trail running and OCR racing. Anele's commitment to attending obstacle course races around the country is second to none. He travels from Kimberley all the way to Cape Town via taxi, which is a 13-hour journey. Obstacle number 2. Fox jumps up the stairs just to get those leg muscles working. Feel the burn of the grind. Here we have Karika van Blerk in number 18, making sure of her footing on those steps. She specialises in obstacle course racing. Another batch off the mark, including Grind Ambassador Samantha Stander, a 22-year-old student from Stellenbosch who has a disability of double hip dysplasia. Dominique D'Oliveira, a top South African OCR athlete, showing us how it's done on obstacle number 3, the rope climb. From the rope climb, competitors run underground into the neon smoke tunnel and then up into the arena where they are greeted by obstacle number 4, the bucket carry, a 15-kilo bucket filled with sand.
Hi, I'm Matthew Webb. My number's 15. I'm from Cape Town, Western Cape, and I'm from 360 Specialized Training. It's quite tough. The intensity is tough. The obstacles aren't too challenging. You just have to concentrate on each obstacle and then you'll sort of get there.
Thanks, Matt. Bernadette Bayer, number 19, doing the leopard crawl, obstacle number 5. Bernadette is an ex-gladiator from the popular 90s show MTN Gladiator. Each obstacle on the course is designed to test different muscle strength, endurance and explosiveness. Here we have Catherine Errington, who is the oldest competitor at 58 years old. She specialises in functional fitness and is a true inspiration to anyone that says they're too old or too unfit to take part in grind events. I guess it's true what they say, age is but a number. Obstacle number 6, the Traverse Cargo Nets. As you can see, the competition on the day started to get serious from the beginning, and the guys took no prisoners on this obstacle.
We'll find a way. We always have.
Number 8, Trevor Lagerway, who specialises in OCR racing and functional fitness, and number 14, Chad Gordon, who specialises in trail running and OCR. These two athletes had one of the biggest rivalries during the group stages. From the cargo nets, the athletes did a short zigzag shuttle run, obstacle number 7. Here we have Karika doing obstacle number 9, the over, under, through. We are now halfway through the course and the obstacles get even more challenging. Back with Catherine. Some might say hitting the wall at this stage, but in Catherine's book it's a walk in the park. This brings us to obstacle number 10, and one of the most challenging obstacles on the day, the super elevation wall. This obstacle saw competitors defy the laws of gravity.
We'll find a way. We always have.
If you couldn't complete an obstacle, the penalty was 100 burpees. There were a few falls on the day, gravity being the winner on this occasion. Dominique owning the super elevation wall, and onto obstacle number 11, the balance beams.
I used to be a gymnast. I did gymnastics for 14 years, and then I went into triathlon, and now I'm doing obstacle course racing.
From the balance beams and onto obstacle number 12, the 7-foot-high wall, we see Michelle Morand, who specialises in CrossFit and takes the wall with ease. Michelle is a future champion, so watch out for this lady.
Oh, the grind was awesome. Some of the obstacles were pretty hectic, but managed to get through and I really had a good time.
Number 13, we see Ashley Harding-Mel take on the wall and then on her way to obstacle number 13, the parallel bars. Take note of the different techniques used over the parallel bars. In the initial rounds, athletes were allowed to use both their hands and their feet. Anele Bands and Conrad Herbst both avid trail runners, obstacle number 14, the 5-metre high climbing ladder. Number 21, Sanel Barnard, one of the fastest lady competitors on the day, making her way down the ladders. Sanel is a Springbok Sevens rugby player and also a CrossFit coach and pal. Obstacle number 15, the grind supersized monkey bars, or as some called it, the game changer. This obstacle tested competitors' upper body strength and was definitely the most challenging obstacle on the course. Catherine's still grinding it out. Bernadette taking on the monkey bars. Monkey bars 1, Bernadette 0. Burpee penalties on the way. Following the monkey bars, obstacle number 16, the grind stairs, just to keep the heart rate going. Finishing with the final obstacle, number 17, the pink monster, where athletes climb up 10 metres and slide down to the bottom. There they time out at the finish line. Trevor coming to the end of one of his rounds and Chad following just seconds behind. Ashley ending with a great time of 9 minutes and 19 seconds. Bring on the burpees, Bernadette.
So at the grind we specialize in, like I said, shorter races. On the 1 kilometer indoor races like we did today, we have one division which is the an elite class that caters to the top end athletes. We also have an underdog division that allows athletes to, the initial elite athletes run, and then it allows for the underdogs to chase them. So it's half the price for that ticket. They get to run 2 initial laps, check their time out, see how good they did against the elite athletes, and then from there they can decide if they want to buy in and continue to run. Then on our outdoor events, we also specialize on the shorter races. The 5 kilometer, 6 kilometer races are suited to entry-level athletes, to office workers, and anybody that wants to try something different for the first time. Something a bit challenging, something sort of a weekend warrior type thing. We've had people, obviously we have Samantha Stander, someone with a disability that's done these races. We've had a lady today that did the 1 kilometer sprint race that's 58 years old. So it really caters to anybody. We have a race for everyone. We even have a kids race. In this case it was a 1 kilometer, about a 150 meter long course with 7 obstacles. So that caters to kids. And then when we do outdoor races, we do about a 1 kilometer race for the kids as well, little kids. And then obviously the 5K, teenagers can take part in that with their parents too.
Time for a short break and then on to the finals. Welcome back, and here we have the finalists being briefed about the modifications made to the obstacles on the course. One of the modified obstacles was the monkey bars, which were changed to include various grip strength challenges. This was now all about who had the best grip strength. The parallel bars extended to double the length at 6 meters. And the Brightweight sponsored weighted vests were added to the mix, 6.5 kilos for men and 3.5 for the ladies. Four ladies made it to the final: Dominique, Daniela, Michelle and Itta van der Kerk. Itta actually originally entered as an underdog. She is a farmer from Calvinia, which keeps her super fit, but she also jogs in her spare time. Michelle owning the bucket carry. Dominique once again showing the vertical wall who's boss. Number 26, Daniela Lushington, makes her way over the parallel bars. She specialises in swimming and OCR racing. Technique is everything, and practice really does make perfect. The modified monkey bars saw 60% of semi-final competitors not completing this obstacle. Dominique showed great consistency throughout the day and completed this obstacle like it was second nature. She goes on to take the title home as first female grind indoor sprint OCR champion. Hot on her heels is Daniela, completing the monkey bars and grabbing second place. Sliding down the pink monster and coming in third, Itta van der Kerk.
My name is Dominique D'Oliveira. I'm an obstacle course racer. I was number 2 today at the grind. My experience today at the grind was absolutely fabulous. It was the first of its kind in South Africa. and I just had so much fun today. Totally different nature of race compared to the obstacle course racing that I've done in the past. It's short and intense, and because it lasted the whole day, we had to plan our training carefully, plan our recovery carefully, plan our nutrition carefully. But I must say I really enjoyed training and preparing for this race, and I had such a joy today out on the course. Just a shout out to the organisers. I think they did a brilliant job for the first event. This is their second event. I did the first event a few months back, and I think they really set the bar high for this one, and I'm really excited for their next event next year, or the outdoor event at the end of the year. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who came out to support today. The support was amazing. My mom was here all day, and she even did the race herself. I think she was the oldest competitor, so I want to give a bit of a shout out to her, and to Sammy, who did it with a disability. She just absolutely rocks. And then also to my fellow competitors. It wasn't an easy race out there today. There were some competitors that should have been here that are unfortunately injured and couldn't make it. Hanneke Danhauser, it was a pity that she didn't get to race today. But to the rest of the girls and even the guys, we really pushed it out there today, and we had fun, and it was just a great day.
After completing 5 heats throughout the day, the men's final had 15 of South Africa's top athletes ready to take on the grinds course one last time. Christopher Bohr and Matthew Tibbett making their way from the back. Nicholas Ruetman making his way up on the left. The 2 fastest competitors, Trevor and JJ Daisel. Trevor posted the fastest time of the day, an astounding 5 minutes and 33 seconds. JJ Daisel, who specialises in obstacle course racing and is sponsored by Jeep, cruises over the modified 7-foot high wall. Trevor reaching the elusive monkey bars first, making them look easy. Trevor Lagerwey becoming the first male grind indoor sprint obstacle course race champion in South Africa. Second place goes to JJ Daisel, and Ashley Smith coming in third. The men's finalists embracing the grind, not only as competitors but also as friends, showing great sportsmanship at the finish line.
Yeah, my name's Trevor Lagerwey and I'm from Cape Town. My number was 08. Brilliant race. It's my first grind, so I really enjoyed it. A lot of competition. The Oaks really pushed me. The guys were on my tail the whole day. It's a different game, like splitting the events up throughout the day. So you got to make sure that you can perform on the last event, and that really changes the game. If you push too hard in the beginning, then you're stuck for the end. So you got to make sure you pace yourself right. But all in all, perfect. Great race. Just shout out to all my gym members at Fittest here in Durbanville, obstacle course gym and Crossfit type functional training gym. And so shout out to them, to my sponsors Reebok and Pure Fusion Nutrition and Skinny Scoop, and great day, and I appreciate all the sponsorships and all the work that you guys put in. And to my teammate Dominique D'Oliveira, who won the ladies event, so that's was a good, topped off the day.
All the athletes getting the full racing treatment, spraying champagne and being treated like the champions that they are.
So the next grind event that's happening is on the 3rd of December. We're hosting it at Zone 7, which is a motocross and enduro track. It's over 6 kilometers or 12 kilometer course. It follows the entire enduro track through sand, through dirt, mud, lots of mud pits in this case, and we've actually upped the stakes big time. We're going 6 kilometers and 20 to 30 obstacles, and 12 kilometers, 30 to 40 obstacles.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Grind. Thank you for watching. Get out, embrace the grind, and we hope to see you at our events in the future.